Hello everybody, welcome back to the White Heart Chronicles as we continue our playthrough of Europa Universalis V as a Kingdom of Portugal. My name's Tony, and in the last episode we began our time as the Kingdom of Portugal. We started by demolishing all of our castles because there's such a massive drain on our resources, and we tried to deal with various resource shortages in the country. But now we are in fact involved in our first war on behalf of our ally Castile. But first let's try and deal with some of the issues we have here. We don't have a commander in our navy. Missing inputs, which we're trying to deal with. Inefficient mining. Possible needs. We need beans. I'll deal with that in a minute. Nobility's unhappy. But their happiness is going up. What's the best way to look into that? Yeah, they're not unhappy. They're just not at equilibrium yet. We're losing money, but I think that's because we're at war, so I'm not too worried right now. So get rid of that. Unprofitable buildings. Missing employees. That we'll sort out in time. Our truce with Castile ends in a year, but we're allied with them, so that's not too worried. We could encourage. He was. Oh yeah, because we had the outbreak in Lisbon, didn't we? And it affected its. Affected the prosperity. Yes, that was an issue. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, recovery effort. That's what we were on last time. Where's our legitimacy? If I were to do you, we're already doing that. Yeah. Mateus Defado is already doing that, so. Where's this got the highest population and the control's not great, so I'm tempted to go for mass control. Only goes up by 1% per month. It's now 55. It's gonna take 45 months to do it, but that's fine. I'll do that. I don't understand why Castile's gone after Navarra. If I would have gone after Grenada, but we've already selected Morocco as our rival, so commander. Well, I mean, I'm a babbling buffoon, just like in real life, and that affects our chance threshold in win war. That's not great, but I do have 80. I do have 80 military, but it looks like it's naval rather than. as a general. Very fast. He's got discipline, combat speed, so we're faster. No, I do not want to make him. I want to just look at him. Well, this is the Navy, so they're not going to be... They're not going to be, thingy bob. Gaspard is our general, I think, isn't he? Yes. Cabinet member. So it may as well be me. Okay, so... I assume that's what I meant to do. Oh, raise all levies. There we go. Gonna take 2 weeks to do so. So now we have an army moving through here. They're moving down to meet these people down here. Just trying to let remember the nobility has died without any immediate heir or heralds determine that under Portuguese law the extant title should pass to the Lodi Matthias de Faro, a very distant relative. Despite his blood connection, he is clearly not a noble statue, so it might be preferable to merge the title into the crown instead. So what will that do? Oh no, I'll usurp the title for ourselves then. Doesn't seem like he will be unhappy. by that. This is our child. Oh no, this is our ruler's grandson. Balanced education. What stats? What were his stats? Military, diplomatic, administrative. I think right now we'll go for diplomatic. I think. So what I'm not understanding is how I move. Ah, there we go. So now we've got two armies here. So hopefully they'll now move together. They should do. There are two armies here, yeah. One of 1,000 and one of 16,000, yep, so. So, I don't think we can do anything other than go to the north. Here maybe. The only thing I don't know is how the supplies work. Or Pantheon. Oh. Our first one died. With our ruler dead, it's time to prepare for his burial as the hallways of the royal palace fill with weeping sounds. The sounds of weeping is probably better. While he was clear about his desire to be buried in the Alcobac monastery, little more instructions are known about how to proceed. A too Spartan burial give a bad image to the kingdom, but a too spectacular one can ruin our finances for more pressing matters. We're at war, which I think has to take the priority. Uh, 57. It gives us over 100. We lose 10 prestige. I would rather think we go for the legitimacy and prestige, quite frankly. Yes. King Pedro will now rule this country. His tutors could not make a great man out of the most faithful majesty, though we hope ruling our great country will. He has the following attributes. Okay, we've now done peasant connections, which gives us the benefits of cost of purchasing food minus 10%. Our merchants have established connections to the rural settlements within and beyond our borders. As a result, they are able to secure better prices for food than would otherwise be expected. What were we doing next? I just need to check. You're 21 years old. Your heir, Crown Prince Denise. I assume that's just Dennis. What traits do you have? Idiot. Oh, how wonderful. You don't have any traits whatsoever, but... So I wonder if Alfonso died. At the same time that he would have died in, like, real... Presumably he's not going to follow that exactly, the old, the actual histories, but who knows. So, let's look up King Alfonso. King Alfonso the Fourth. King Alfonso died in real life in 1357 at the age of 66, so he's deceased 16 years prior than what he did in real life. We're now occupying here. The morale's high. Okay, so I might as well just go for the next one then. And then I'll move south to Terra. Seems we get gold from that, I think. So let's go south. So we're at 98, well 88 now. So how much gold do we roughly get from occupations? So our strong emphasis on offensive gives our country's army a feeling of strength. Because attack is always the best form of defense, our men charge fearlessly into battle, knowing that victory will be theirs. So our morale has been increased by 10% for 10 years. Want to fight in an actual battle though. See. Can I not? There we go. So we have some French kingdoms. Angoulême, Mortagne, I would say Evrex. Maybe I'll try some naval warfare and see how that works. Bring you up here. Yeah, you're not coastal though, that's the only problem. Never mind them. Cancel that order. I might as well just keep occupying. Just trying to work out why everyone from Castile is over. It's over here. So Castile is helping Aragon against Mallorca. Okay, alright, that makes sense. After that, I'll move here and I'll help this siege here. So we've now got a skull going on. In a second. Just want to see, there was a way of getting rid of the Control +9, let's go. Control F9, there we go. Fun. So they have now got a food shortage. In there, we've got a skull there. I don't know if the Defender's Dessert, so I'm getting there very slowly. It's costing us so much money. So we can try and get money to Castile, but we need favors. Okay, so if we go here, carry favor from them, but that doesn't help us out right now. That only helps us out after we needed 25, and we've got 0.25 a month. So we're talking years. Another son, Fernando. Let's speed through this even more. Okay, the dawning of the age of the Renaissance is affected by Pax Mongolica, Mongolian peace. Islamic golden age and the Renaissance in Europe are witnessing the emergence of a new era of knowledge, art and innovation as a result of increased foreign action and the establishment of new instructions. Do I go for administrative or anything for money, basically. I think I won't go diplomatic focus. That expanded archives. We might have to abandon this siege, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to disband you. We've done our part. So let's try and get okay, making a profit again, just a very small one, but still. What's next? Classic scholasticism, I think. Can't do it anyway. They don't have that kind of money. Never mind. how much would that cost? 33, which we don't have. Look into that. The institution appeared in Dijon. Professional armies. Armies have existed since war was invented many thousand years ago. However, their form has changed over the centuries, and different types of recruitment and organization have developed in different culture and periods. In the late Middle Ages, armies in many societies relied on levy systems, with knights and footmen forming a corps that was levied seasonally. Some states, however, were powerful enough to finance standing armies, staffed by professional soldiers who would be available for duty throughout the year. The system also developed in Europe after the outbreak of the Hundred Years' War, being one of the main causes that promoted a military revolution in the early modern age, increasing the size and quality of professional armies while finding new sources of revenue to finance them. Soon became one of the main challenges for rulers around the world. So Morocco has given a guaranteed Grenada. They're now in an alliance with each other. And banking has now appeared sorry, I'm stretching. Geneva. I'm almost there with the Castile and Navarre War. I think I will try and ask Castile for money because they're the ones who caused me to bankrupt it, so. Do we get a notification of some kind? Our goal is to show superiority, so Our king promised the Virgin Mary a monastery in her honour if he managed to win the war against Angoulême. The war is won, now it's time to fill that battle up as debt. Wow, wonderful. Just what I love. More than any other state, the influence of the clergy has been to understanding with the common man. It's difficult to pinpoint exactly why, but over the past few years, the clergy have become less as spiritual guardians of the country, more rich and corrupt intrigue makers, combined with some unfortunate investments in the clergy property themselves and poor political movement, and the clergy have been losing both power and influence. Unfortunately, they seem to be deflecting the blame instead of criticizing the government for their loss. So it's just Angoulême which stopped participating, yeah. It's not the actual war itself which is over, it's just... that particular one. Clearing terrain, I think I'll go for. Another one down. Now the Renaissance. controversial protectionist. Since our advisors started influencing trade developments in Portugal, internal trade has been strengthened at the cost of curtailed imports and increased state regulation. While the advisors' decisions to improve infrastructure have been appreciated, recent suggestions have suggested many influential people to question their philosophy. Detractors argue the king is taking their advice too readily, and that we should look for a mutual benefit deal with them rather than seeking to dominate every. So you can either take the hit on prestige, administration should facilitate free trade, not restrict it. Defaro's spending habits have raised some eyebrows. He has been spending large amounts of money, far larger than one in his position to have access to, distributing gifts to local burghers in his own region, improving the local infrastructure and investigations with the facts rather than serving the king of the best of abilities. He's been funding state funds to Portugal in order to boost his popularity there. Well, this has been for some press issue. It's been embezzling, basically. Arrest him. Get that down. Stop losing legitimacy. We'll keep it going for now and then see what happens. She gets a bit more diplomatic education, I think is what that means. So, what were we missing? A goon, so can I now do 33? I will. master masons, I think. Things are just going a bit too fast for my liking. I don't think this is the most intuitive of so those are the best chances. Host this one or fund farming estates. So it's like to pass. Then the wine farm can employ 1,000 more. Let's try that one. It's already 50%, so. So someone shitty's coming to our court, they seem to be willing to be able to do things that never did to do publicly. I think I'll take the prestige. To make them slightly unhappy, I think, is the best course of action in terms of the state happiness. Just trying to work out. This is in addition to. So we could change this, but it costs, I think, ability, which we don't have, so yeah. Okay. So we need money to explore. Some Madeira and things, I think. Maybe. Try and look into it. I think I'll do that once I'll have enough money, and then I'll do some exploring. gems. So they're all good, extracted through mining. Pause the game. Gems there. Oh, I'll take the stability any day. Yeah, just make everybody slightly unhappy, I think. That's the key. Let's go back. The whole minting thing, I'm just... Don't want to upset the Pope right now. Very slowly get there. Presumably it costs all the same money. but distance is less. Let's go to Porto. Go for Gaspard. Now we will prepare for an exploration to the Azores. If that's Madeira, I'm just going to try and go for it, I think. I'll just stabilise my legitimacy. I won't try and add anything on. Random Denmark ships. I might try and repay all possible loans when I get enough money. Taken a while to actually get there, but all living creatures in our kingdom are subject to the laws of man, regardless of whether they can comprehend them or not. Recently, a sailor has been caught murdering and consuming a child and now stands trial for a grievous crime. Should laugh, really. It is imperative that authorities uphold an impression of maintaining the laws and order of the land in a studious manner, even if the defendant may not be human. Granting a trial will observe legal customs to the fullest extent, provides the people greater trust in the system. However, one might go into the expense of giving a full trial to an animal. Clergy should be responsible for their animals too. So I wonder what happens with the exploration. Presumably that part of the map just comes visible to us. Okay, so we'll explore I didn't realise it was going to cost that kind of money, but okay. Okay. To make some changes. There we go. Okay, so it's going to take at least 3 years to explore that area, but I have now managed to make myself profitable for it. And hopefully in that time... Can I ask you yet? No. Oh, they don't have the money anymore, unfortunately. So May of 1350 it will be done. Like I said, I think it will then reveal all the area to us, I think, won't it? And hopefully Castile's not got there first. Because otherwise, presumably we explore here. They will then expand out to the other areas. I'll take the hit for inflation. Take down my legitimacy slightly. It's all happening at once. Okay, a save. Do it again. I go here, don't I? Military. You'll start with the Navy, maybe. Against Trafalgar, I think. Oh, we have an army. Actually in... Music always seems really loud. Just see it. down again, I think. They're actually right here. I'm going to have to raise all my levies, I think. Send you off to Crucifaro. Or it's one of the places I think I kept fort. I did keep a fort in Faro, so that was a good choice to keep it there. Their series of heated debates turned violent. Scholars from the University of Lisbon have fled to Portugal to establish a rival learning institute. Lisbon alumni make up a sizable portion of the Portuguese clergy, and their petition is stamped out as educational rebellion. Right, I know they're going to be very unhappy. But You have some more armies in northern Morocco, so... Presumably you need to have a port. So you're going to go here, I imagine. So Aragon's attacking Tunis. I think I'll disband you. So rowdy and ambitious. Administrative. And you'll have the military one. Fernando. I thought we were gonna have them cross over. Yeah, I'm confused how I actually moved the army across. I need to embark armies, though. Go up to here. Lisbon. So I should be able to embark from Faro. Yeah, I think Tunis have one. Oh, so I have to dock Navy there. Is that what? All my research at the moment is colonial treaties. Yeah, I have no idea. What am I missing? Hmm. Just trying to see. What I'm missing, because I just cannot work out how to do it. Says I'm going to automatically do it. Then nothing. I don't get what's going on. Don't even know where you are. losing this war, but the music too. Lavish gifts. Here's broken out. Between several extremely wealthy and therefore influential merchants over Portuguese trade policy, one group favors a mercantilistic approach, calling for our kingdom to ensure the wealth generated by trade within Portugal goes mainly to Portuguese traders and producers. The other faction dismisses the protectionist approach as old-fashioned and in its favor of free trade, which they claim would liberate them to seek profits around the world. Naturally, both sides consider the other to be highly unreasonable at best and dangerous to their misguided beliefs at worst. The market shall decide. later. I wonder if there's somebody else we could find for. Around the Barcelona. Sorry, man. Another thing I want to do, maybe I can just complete this road to Faro, maybe. Faro. 319. 21. That's something to do in the future. Yeah, we need to disperse people because Triggers don't already like me. I'm not going to use them. I think I'm just gonna let them do as they please. Velveteen commoners alike are currently waging a war of culture over the best behaviour to ward off the plague. Some lock themselves away at home, eating little and praying much, hoping that austerity will save them. Others break into abandoned houses, drink like the plague will take them tomorrow. Indulgence until sunrise. We do not know if their behaviour will actually alleviate the plague, but supporting one might prove beneficial for the state. Anything which keeps the spread under control is of benefit, so... We only have one neighbouring country, so there's no point getting good relations with them. If we get you writer, I think that increases our prestige, yeah? So I think I'll support naval arts. Oh, damn, it's not good. Let's see if we can save him. Aim the throne of England. Lots happening. Big feudal relations. Losing a lot of population. thousands and thousands, 8,500. They're massively more powerful than we are, though. Do you have any children? You're only 19. Married? I wonder why we got. It doesn't say why we actually got that. I'm claim throwing against England, but why? Why do we have that? Oh, 68,752 people died. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a sea current, the Azores current. I think right now I just need to keep my food, I think. Lose money from that, but So many loans. Oh, look at that. Population seems to be stabilizing. It was like tens of thousands, it's only 3,000 now, so our population has fallen from 1.28 million to 710,000, so +5. It's still spreading in some places. +94, okay. Alright. It all comes back. It always comes back. Comes in waves. Go for local nobility. Yeah, it's killed 541,000 people. Ask him to take the vowels. Oh, he's not. Can't do it for the Crown Prince. Never mind. Dunno. How much loans do we actually own? 299 grosos. Tempted to just pay off all our debts. Be nice. Potentially lost a third of our population, I would say. Repay it. That one I'll extend. It is spoken clear to us that Consort Elizabeth Plantagenet is a woman with the heart of God. Her Royal Highness does her best to please her husband and treats her friends with unparalleled kindness. During our recent trip to Idanha, Consort Elizabeth saw the suffering of its poorest commoners with her own eyes. Ever since she's been driven and planned to aid her most desolate subjects. In order to make these ideas to reality, however, Consort Elizabeth needs funds from the National Treasury. I will do it. I think now that all the madness is over, Black Death is over, we're out of debt, sort of. Try and get the money from Castile still. Once they have 151. Looks like we might not have it, but we'll see. Anytime soon, anyway, but yeah, we'll see. We did some exploring. The worst of the Black Death seems to be over. Went more against Morocco, although again I just cannot work out why we cannot transport our troops. Said we had a port there, but I have no idea how we our levies are way down as well, unsurprisingly. But anyway, yeah, I just can't work out why we cannot transport our things. Maybe I'll look online and just see if I can see any videos or anything which explain it. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. So if you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more, then please consider subscribing to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up and leave any feedback or suggestions in the comment section below the video. And until next time, this was the White Heart Chronicles. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye, everybody.